Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online, the SLOTRO 2 edition. This is Gnomadan here. Say hello to everyone, Gnomadan. Good boy. When last we left off, we were actually a little distance to the east over there. We had gone and seen Constable Bolger, is that who it was? Yes, Constable Bolger. Hemlock over here is missing he got some pipeweed being stolen. So we had gone over there to the very edges, very southern edge of Stattle, to Constable Bolger's house, and we're talking to him about it. But first, we have a quest we want to take care of here. One of them, we got an 8th level quest that is still blue to us, so let's try and knock it out right quick. Into Bree, and that's the one where we need to go talk to Second Watcher Heathstraw. Lolo had mentioned that Second Watcher Heathstraw would probably have some information about stuff needing to be done here in the Bree area, and suggested we go and talk to him. So that is where we are going and what we are off to do. Go see if we can find him standing over by the boar fountain. I would imagine he's probably going to send us on that mission where we go and talk to the mayor and talk to the other people around town. Hello, Tal. No time for tours. You have the look of an adventurer about you, friend. If that be so, the people of Breland have need of your strength and your cunning, your wit and your wisdom. There was a time I would send you to the mayor of Bree, the better for you to become acclimated to our town. But that time is past. Too many dangers press in upon us for you to spend your time chatting with the town officials. Too many villains threaten the good folk of Breland for you to tour the city. I think we did this last time on Narwhal, and we kind of pointed out how the developers here are kind of lampshading the whole go talk to the mayor and take a tour of the city quest that they send you on. Already I've used up too much of your time in conversation when you could be helping good people who need the assistance. If there's one man who knows everything that happens in Breland, that is surely Barlaman Butterbur, proprietor of the Prancing Pony. He hears all that goes on. The real test will be sifting through his speech for what needs doing first. But I'm sure you'll be up to the challenge. Find him inside the pony atop the hill on the northern side of Bree. He will tell you where you might start helping the people of Breland, and we will all be the better for your service. So go talk to Butterman Barleyburr. Barlaman Butterbur. Harleman Harkifor. Whatever his name is. We'll do that. I think we got the town square here, and then we are going to turn right and head up toward the inn square. No time for tours. And I think that's actually where the guy at the fountain sends us to. I think he sends us to actually talk to all the people around town. Used to be, you would get a message. No, coming from the other direction, you would get a message in either Brandybuck? Buckland. You would get one in either Buckland, or you would get it from Adso at Adso's camp. That would send you around to talk to the mayor and go on the tour of the town. But nowadays that doesn't happen. Who are we looking for? The town square. There he is, Second Watcher Heathstraw. For some reason I was thinking he was standing at the actual fountain. Hey, Second Watcher. I have assigned 3 of my guards to Stattle. The town will be kept safe. I bet you have the deep voice now. Or do you have any voices? Damn, nobody's talking to me. Quest comments. No time for tours.
What do you need?
Okay, he did that. If there's one man who knows everything that happens in Breland, he knows all the... Okay, he just repeats exactly what the other guy said. In Debris.
How can I be of service?
Lolo used to come here often, he did. Good stout little fellow, good barker and good seller he is. Strange for a hobbit, it's true, but then again, they say that most hobbits living round here is queer. His information is correct, though. Bree's seen its share of new blood recently, and not all have been of your quality. If you need work, I'm certain that I can find you something.
Greetings.
Yeah, well, apparently you ain't gonna find me anything else. Find me something, but you don't have nothing for me. All right. Well, let's see. No Time for Tours is a yellow quest. Yeah, mostly because it's traveling around. It's a level 14 quest. So we are going to head back out. Well, there's the Cape of Bephalus housing broker. Fine, young, beautiful Gondorian lady here. Homesteads of Gondor.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
All right, you're a level 12. We may visit you. We may go to the Cape of Bephalus. We're not going to do it right now, though. We'll pick it up from you a little later. I also want to experiment and see after we go to level 13, is your quest still a 12, or does it level up with me? We will see. Anyway, I am going to head back down to Staddle now. And which one are we going to do first? Dangerous Boars or Gammy Bogs? Let's see, the new arrival. That's the one that we got with Rohan. Chasing Amdir. The Ballad of Bingo. That's the one we're going to do next. That's right. I said we were going to do that. We were going to talk to the second Watcher, and then we were going to go do the next Ballad of Bingo quest. Very true. All right, folks. I am headed to the Stable Master. Get a ride over to Michel Delving. And I will see y'all whenever we get back over to Bingo's Hole and talk to him. And we'll see where his next adventure leads us on the quest to get him ready to go on his fabulous journey. We will see y'all in just a bit. We have arrived here in Michel Delving. We are just outside of Boffin Manor here. Let us go on in and see what Bingo has ready for us this time. Bingo, you still haven't lit any candles or torches in here, man. Dark as heck. What have you got to say?
Let us walk to the crossing of the ways at Waymeet.
Oh, you want me to meet at Mayweat? I have studied the map a great deal, and I believe we should leave Michel Delving by the eastern road, making for Waymeet in Tuckborough. Let us walk to the crossing of the ways at the town of Waymeet, and then decide our next course. Indeed. What does that say? Busy Hobbit. Okay, we will do that. Let us head to Waymeet then. All right. I don't think we're going to walk there, though. We are going to run there. Hello, Miss Bracegirdle. You nosy neighbor, you. I've still got to get around to making Gnomadan and Narwane's little brother, the Shireling, who's going to be taking on all the Shire quests here. Don't think they'll go any further. They'll just take on the Shire quests because we've got Narwane, who's covered everything back over toward the Elf and the Hobbit way. I mean, the Elf and the Elf and the Dwarf way over toward the Arid Luin. So that part, all those introductory quests have been covered. We got Gnomadan here, who is taking care of everything to do with Archit and men. Just now we need to... The men and the hobbits are so separated because the men stay in Archit and the hobbits come back here to the Shire. We definitely need to have someone cover the Shire beginning stuff now. So think I will get up to that in the next 3 days as well. We'll not play through the whole Archit thing again. We've seen it with Gnomadan now. We saw it with Gnarlo for that matter. So whenever I roll up the Hobbit, I'll just skip through the whole introductory part and everything to do over there in Archit. And then we'll just move on over here. In fact, it'll send us over here because when we finish up as a Hobbit, it sends us over here to follow along in the path of Mr. Sackbill Baggins. And we'll end up over there in Little Delving. Well, don't you look just spiffy? I need to get me a daisy from my buttonhole because I've got an outfit looks just like that, and straw hat and everything. So I need to get a daisy to stick in my buttonhole now, and I can cosplay as Bingo Boffin.
I think I forgot something.
though I'm not quite that chubby anymore. Leaving is not easy. I think I forgot something, Gnomadan. I have spent the last few minutes trying to decide what's been troubling me, and I think I have at last got it sorted. My walking stick. I left it leaning against the side of my hobbit hole and did not pick it up when we departed. Would you mind running back to my hole and retrieving the walking stick? I thought it was easy to leave, and easy it was. Easy to leave without my walking stick, but I miss it already and cannot go on much longer without it. I hope you do not think me a fool for leaving it, but leave it I did. I will continue on to Bywater while you fetch the walking sticks. We did not slow the journey over much. I will meet you in the center of Bywater in a short while. Return Bingo's hobbit home, retrieve his walking stick. All right. Get a drink right quick, wet my throat. Why do I feel like that whenever I get there and retrieve the walking stick, on my journey back, when I get back to him in Bywater, he's going to have another thing that he left behind that we're going to have to return back to the hole for. And he'll probably go to where? Let's guess Frogmorton. And then when we get to Frogmorton, he'll have another thing that we need to come back for. And then we'll meet him in Stock, and he'll have another thing that we need to come back for. Can you tell I've been playing MMOs for a very long time? MMOs and RPGs. I would be very surprised if that's not how it works out. Or maybe he'll leave something. Maybe it won't make us go all the way back. Maybe when we get to Bywater, he will have left something at Waymeet. Maybe that's how it'll function. Anyhow, let's get back to his hole, and then I'm not going to make you... We're not going to do the entire run back to Bywater. In fact, I will probably run down the hill and grab a stable ride from Michel Delving to Hobbiton, and then run over. Now let's see where he's left his walking stick at. Wouldn't it be nice if everything that he might possibly need, and once again, that's if this is where this thing, I could be totally wrong. Could be totally and utterly wrong. Don't think I am, but could be. It would be nice if that is the case. It would be nice that you could just get here and everything he might possibly need be lit up and ready for you to grab. There's his walking stick. This is Bingo's walking stick and should help him traverse the wildlands beyond the Shire, if he remembers to bring it with him. Okay, you retrieve his walking stick and should now bring it with him to Bywater. Wonder what else he might forget. What inside his house should we have been able to go in and get then? A handkerchief? A tobacco pouch? Don't know. We'll see you when we get to Bywater. Coming on the road from Hobbiton to Bywater. This is one of my second favorite routes in the entire game. Talked about when we were over there in Staddle how much I like that tree-lined road that leads out to the farms, and same thing here. I love this path that goes in between Hobbiton and Bywater, the trees and the fences and the lampposts, and now that they got the sunflowers, those are so nice as well. It is starting to get dark though. Yes, I am going to be taking horse rides because I would like to A, get this done as much as possible while it's still daylight. And daylight in the game, I mean. And B, I would like to get this done and edited and uploaded while there is still, before I have to go for my walk. Uh-oh. What is that Mr. Boffin up to before I go on my walk with my wife this morning? What is that Mr. Boffin up to? Nosy bystanders.
Do you know anything about Mr. Bingo Boffin?
My friends and I saw him around town, but he gave us a slip and went off somewhere. They say he's going on an adventure, which we find most peculiar. Oh, dear. So Bingo has wandered off somewhere, has he? Great. Did I see Bingo Boffin just then? Did I see his name? Nope, I saw Briffo Burrows. Not that it gets so confusing having so many of the hobbits. Bodo Boffin. Not that it has so many of them, you know, having the same name makes anything confusing or anything. So now what I gotta do? Find Bingo and Bywater and give him his walking stick. Gave you the slip, huh? Maybe he's back here? Could he be back here behind the... in the bushes or anything? Not seeing him. Not seeing any rings on the map either. Alright, Bingo, you're not helping me. Rowan branches? You're not Bingo Boffin, you're Rowan branches. You are definitely not helping me with the whole get this done while daylight is still around part. Let's look up this way. And then I will check inside the Green Dragon. Why do I feel like Bingo might have gone inside for a drink? I'm not seeing him anywhere up this way. Down here. Don't see him anywhere. Let's go in and check inside the dragon. And see if he might have gone in for a drink. That's a very Bingo thing to do. Go in and fortify himself, you know? Oh, I see some rings. Could one of them be... There's Bingo. You were rather predictable. God, is that crap-eating grin or not?
Ah, there you are, my traveling companion.
And you have collected my walking stick. Very good. That will be a big help on the miles ahead. I do not doubt it. I did not nip into the Green Dragon just for this ale, Gnomadan, though it is quite good and you should try some. Believe I will. Ah. No, I was being followed about town by a number of nosy hobbits and came in here to evade them. I think perhaps we two should leave quietly and slip through the swamps around Frogmorton so we can leave without being pestered. I will meet you in Frogmorton, in the Frogmoors. All right, I'm surprised.
I will meet you in the Frogmoors.
I am surprised. I was expecting to have to go back and get something else, and this be a constant delaying thing of his to keep from having to actually get on with the adventure. But let's go see. Now we're going to walk over there because we have not actually traveled between the Bywater Hobbiton area and the Frogmoors on this particular character. So as we travel across the Shire here, we will pick up all the little routes and everything in the Shire, but we'll be riding back anytime that we need to. Number one, in the interest of time, and number two, just because when I do create our little hobbit friend that's going to take on all the Shire shenanigan quest, you'll be seeing an awful lot of the Shire. I'm definitely going to get that done later on today. I think that is a good plan. Now, let's go see if we can find Bingo down here in the Frogmoors. Don't see anyone with any weird rings talking about having seen Bingo. So are you actually back here, Bingo? You gonna be back here in the swamps and in the moors anywhere? Odo Mudbottom. What a misfortune it would be to have the name of Mudbottom. Could you be inside the floating log? Let's look around the corner. Yep, that's Milo. Let's check inside the floating log and see if you stopped for another beer while we were here. Nope, that is just the tavern, the innkeep. And I don't see anyone in here. Okay. So maybe he is going to actually meet us out here in the moors this time. Oh, Milo, have you seen Bingo anywhere? Bingo. Bingo! Hello! Are we gonna get attacked by wild frogs? Well, tell you what, let's zoom out a little bit. Let's get a little bit of peripheral vision going on around us here. Otherwise, we may very well miss him in all the tall weeds. Uh-oh, I see a ring. There he is. Zoom back into first person to go and have a chat with our little guy in the green jacket. Ooh. I like your backpack. I like the sausages hanging off of it. The skillet, very nice. You are well prepared, sir. And you're not smiling nearly as well as you were before.
I think we evaded the nosy hobbits, but my choice of detour is not ideal.
I do like the fact they changed his face. That is sweet. Well done. Well done indeed. I think we evaded the notice of the nosy hobbits, Gnomadan, but my choice of detour may not be ideal. You see, I simply cannot stand frogs and toads. The sight of them fills me with trepidation, and I find myself quite unable to move. No, do not say it. I thought perhaps the Frogmoors was just a silly name. I did not know it would be homes of so many of the creatures. Slimy, croaking devils. Can you defeat some of the wild hill toads in our way? Just enough for me to get back to the road. I'd appreciate it ever so much. Always weird that they have hill toads down in the swamp. That's always been really strange. Okay. Wild hill toad. Let's go ahead and let's fight the toads like a hunter, shall we? Fight them quite properly. All right. And you, my friend. Nail you to the ground. And see if we can't take you on here as well. And you, my friend. Don't have to. Okay. And one more. Can we hit that one? Sure we can. In fact, we'll hit you with the pinning arrow as well here in just a second. Defeated the wild hill toads. Okay. Are you smiling now, or are you still upset? You're still a bit upset.
You are not going to believe this, but I have forgotten something else.
Yep. There it is. There it is. You are not going to believe this, Gnomadan, but I have forgotten something else I wish to bring with me. I brought one of the satchels I intended to bring, but forgot the other. Can you run back to my house and retrieve it for me? I simply cannot do without the other satchel. Indeed, it contains almost the entire reason for my journey. You have defeated enough of the toads that I should be able to make it back to the road, and will continue the journey while you run back to get my other satchel. I will meet up with you on the outskirts of the town of Budgeford if you find that agreeable. All right. Frog-fearing hobbit.
I simply cannot do without this other satchel.
All right. Okay, folks. We are going to... Oh, Lord. Which is the quickest way of getting there? Should we go back to Hobbiton? I mean, Frogmorton? Do we run back to Hobbiton? Do we run... I thought there was a stable in Budgeford, but apparently there isn't. All right. It's back to Hobbiton, catch the ride to Michel Delving, and then we'll catch one to Stock. I know Stock will be closer to get to Budgeford, so... I'll see you when we get there. So I was surprised, but apparently not totally surprised. Because, yeah, we're headed back to the Hobbit Hall. Knew it was coming. Knew it was coming. See y'all in a bit. Back at Bingo's house. Let's go into his hobbit hole here and see if we can find this satchel. And thank the Lord that things actually light up and glow, because otherwise, good grief, it would be hard to find inside this place. You know, y'all could instance this a bit when Bingo's not actually here, have the lights on, and when he's not here, turn them off. It is a wonder that Bingo was able to condense his belongings into just a few satchels, but if he forgets to bring the satchel, it does not matter. Let's look at that. Does it say anything other than his other satchel? Same thing. Alright, back out again. Hopefully nothing else. Alright, headed to the stable and then ride to Stock and run back to Budgeford, which is fine because I just realized, I remembered that when we were doing this, we had to go to the Stock Tower, didn't we? Because Bingo wanted to go to the Stock Tower and exercise on it, practice climbing. So we have already ran from Michel Delving all the way over to Stock. So we have already ran on video the entire breadth of the, not the length, but the breadth of the Shire. So we've seen that already. So now I don't feel bad about taking the horses. We've already done the traveling part of it. I will see y'all when we get near Budgeford.
Good day.
And, okay, so it looks like Hobbiton's closest we can get from here, huh? When we get to Budgeford and talk to Bingo once more, give him the other satchel. We purchased a ride from Hobbiton to Budgeford, and we are getting, I don't need to actually go or to Stock rather, and don't need to go actually all the way to Stock, because here is the road down to Budgeford. So we are going to bail out of the horse there, let him finish the ride over there on his own, and we are going to take a look at the little thing going on here, the little vignette happening before we talk to Bingo there. In fact, I am going to go back up here so we can actually, maybe it'll reset itself and we can actually catch the little dialogue between the two people there, between the Watcher and Mr. Took. Oh, come on. Y'all can do that. Alright, I am actually going to wait until that's done, until that cycles back through again, and catch their dialogue, because I think it has a fun little note. What are you doing? I'm having an adventure. I paddled all the way from Frogmorton. Are you trying to kill yourself? Get out of the water before you drown. But I'm paddling to the Brandywine. My cousin in Buckland sent me this boat, and I'm going for a visit. You crazy took! You're as mad as a baggins. I'm just trying to float my boat down the river. Come down and help me. I'm not getting in there. Besides, you have a hole in the bottom. You're not going anywhere. I know that much. It is a little bit full of water, isn't it? Are you going to talk about them and their adventure, or what are you going to be doing?
There you are, and you retrieve the satchel I left behind.
There you are, Gnomadan, and you have retrieved the satchel I left behind. Thank you very much for this, my friend. Do you know why this satchel is so important for me to have? It is because this bag contains my parchment, quill, and several ink bottles. I intend to write about my journey, keeping a record of everything that happens to us on the way. I want to document my adventure so I will never forget it. I thought it would be easy to leave my home, Gnomadan. I told you as much when we departed Michel Delving, did I not? But it seems that some part of me has been dragging his feet. First I left my walking stick, and then I developed a fear of toads I never had before, and then I discovered my satchel and writing supplies were left behind. Like young Willibald there with a hole in the boat, I'm finding it harder to leave home than I expected. He did reference it. Very good. But I will not give up as long as I have you nearby to encourage me, my friend. The journey awaits. Next week, a brood of boffins, recommended level 16. Okay. So we're going to finish this up, and we've got a few levels to go before we'll be back with Mr.
Our
Bingo.
journey continues, my adventurous friend.
Quite a while before we'll be back chatting with Mr. Bingo again. We'll go ahead and collect it, though. A brood of boffins. Our journey continues, my adventurous friend. It will be a short walk to the Brandywine Bridge, and then we will cross into Buckland. I have only been over the bridge a few times in my life, and that was to visit my cousin Prissa and her family. Perhaps we could stop by her house for a short visit before traveling further east. But let us not get ahead of ourselves. First, let us walk to the bridge and admire the view. Next time, we'll be talking to Bingo on the Brandywine. And that is, we are going to leave it here, my friends. Out here beside Willibald Took, who's also having his own adventure. My, it seems like since Bilbo and Frodo left home that adventuring has become rather contagious. Okay, folks. Glad to have you with us. Thank y'all for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. Gnomadan thanks you as well. And we will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.